Okay, so first is selecting your wool and your colors. I decided it's fall. I'm going to go with some fall colors. You can select your wool after you're done, you know, after we go through this.
I gotta get up close.
Okay. So the big pieces come out. These are not felted. As you can see, it's just pulling right apart, you know. It just comes right apart. It's not what's referred to as felted, because this is just what they call roving. Okay? I'm going to take my mask off if you're far enough away, okay? This is called roving. Now, it comes apart in little sections. You could actually pull out one hair if you wanted to. But this is pre-dyed roving. It's come off of an alpaca, a sheep, you know, all kinds of different animals will create your roving. There's Angora, of course, that is very nice, that comes off of your bunny rabbits. Now, felted, this is what we're going to do today. As you can see, you cannot pull this apart. It has become a piece of material. And that's what we're going to do today. So, I'm going to use this as just a size, guys. You're going to want to double this. Double the size. So when you're laying out your felting, your roving, you're putting it in a nice little section. And you want the hairs to go in all different directions. You don't want them all going in one direction. You want them to overlay each other. And this is definitely not enough. I will not use all of this. You don't need all of this, but you're going to need a good amount. But see, I can see through it. Now, what I'm going to teach today, you'll be able to create other things as well, such as the vessels that are in the front. You've seen some of the pieces over there. Now, I've got a good amount, and I'm going to make sure I got some more on the top. So I'm going to lay it across. As you can see, I'm laying it across.
Edie, is there a minimum and maximum thickness that you should work with? Or?
No, it's whatever you're comfortable with. The thinner it is, the more chance that it has of separating. And if you're going to do something, I can't remember the name of it, but on my scarf, you'll see that, where it's actually thinned out and pulled apart, and you can see the webbing behind it. That is a type of felting itself. It gives you that luminous light look, but with the cuffs, you want a good amount on, because this is around your arm, you're going to use them. So as you can see, it's about twice the length. And as you can see, I'm holding it here. It looks like I am going to end up using all of it. And I'm just pulling up. Okay, I'm separating the fibers.
Like cotton candy.
Like cotton candy. That's a good way to decide. Yes.
Yeah.
Like cotton candy. Okay, so there's my base. Now this is where the artistic part comes in. I picked some little accent colors. These are your little ones. And this is where your artistic part comes in and deciding how you want it to look. And I'm just going to add some highlights. Woo! It's very organic. That's the way I like to think of it.
Yeah,
It's just allowing the colors to be, you know. So once I get you past this step, I'll show you with the soap in the beginnings, and then you're going to go over and you're going to pick out your own felt, what colors you want to work in, and I'll walk around and try to help anyone who might need it. And How about a little brown? Yeah.
Very fallish.
Very fallish, yeah?
Will we be able to watch the tape later?
Yep. Yep, I'll have the tape probably onto YouTube and onto the Facebook page probably by early next week, for sure. Okay.
So we can see it even if we're not on Facebook?
Yes, it'll be on YouTube. Yep. So you can use it as a reference for the next time if you want. Okay, so there's my little pile. My little pile. And here is your soap water. Soap is one of the most important parts of felting. I like Dawn, little plug there, but I think most artists like Dawn. We use it for a lot of different things. But get some good soap, and you're just going to start sprinkling it.
Is that about a tablespoon to the cup?
I just throw some soap in there, and probably a good tablespoon to the cup that's in there. Yeah, if you look at it, the color, yeah. And I'm just dousing it. So, I didn't notice before, but I have my small towel, plastic, felt. I'm going to put my plastic over it again. Okay? I'm going to put my plastic on top of my towel on top of that. You're going to be using a lot of water, and I'm going to start this felting process. And that's, I'm rolling it, and I'm starting to rub it. Okay? I want everybody to stop now. I'm going to stop it. Let's stop this video. And we're going to roll it up. And you have rubber bands. You're going to pop some rubber bands around it. Get a nice couple of your towels, because you are going to get wet. Then you're going to roll it up after you've added your soap water. Add your rubber bands to help hold it together. And then you're going to begin the felting process. We're going to probably do this 4 to 5 different times, because I'm working it here, and you can be mean to it all you want. Get it back in there, and just keep working it. So when you're ready to put your soap on,
Can I take some rubber bands?
you don't have any? Oh, that's okay. Make sure everybody has rubber bands.
So you just start wetting.
Just wetting it. You're going to need it. Because you're going to get very wet.
Oh.
So you're going to have to, wet it, this over it.
Yeah.
Put
this one on. Oh, okay.
Okay, but you're going to have to use the big ones at some point to see how wet they're going.
How's that? Let's see if we make it.
Wet. Wet felting. That's great. That's perfect. You're that great. It's wet. So it should be plastic. You're making a blanket.
I won't wear it on my wrist, but I will put it on the wall.
Okay.
How saturated are we supposed to get this?
Really good.
Really wet.
Really wet.
I think it's gonna drip out either way.
Yeah.
But the towel's sticking out the end. Okay.
Yep.
And that's okay, this is coming out more.
That's right. And look how much soap I'm making.
Will you put stuff on top of it?
You need another piece of.
No, so like, to me, this is like, the water and the stuff like that.
Yep.
But if I wanted to put everything on yellow, so like, do I do it now?
Yes.
That's what you.
Edie? Just put the lady down on the bumpy side up. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's good.
It's just the plastic, it's the friction of the plastic. Okay? I was just asked, do you lay it out on the bumpy side? Doesn't matter. It's the friction of the plastic. Okay? So I'm going to open mine up so you can see how soapy it is. And it's starting to felt. Okay? You can see it over there. But it's starting to felt. Okay. It's starting to come together.
And you're pulling it a little bit. You're
Just
trying
because
to
I'm
get it
keeping it
flat.
control. I'm kind of
Right.
trying to keep the control of it. And now I'm going to lay it across again. And I'm going to go the opposite direction. Take a look up here if you can't see me. Now I'm going to roll it this way.
Do we use both the water containers?
No, no, just get it good and wet. Okay, so look at that, babe. Now I can actually put it and hold it together. But it is not completed yet because look, I can still pull it apart. So it's not truly felted, but it's in the beginnings of. Now I can rub it.
Goodness, look at. So you're physically felting it now.
I'm physically felting it. This is the whole process.
This is kind of just getting the fibers to get nappy together.
Yep.
They're just.
Yep. Okay, looks like mine is going to be a little long. Looks like I could probably make 2 out of it.
Oh.
But that's okay. We only believe in happy mistakes here. Okay, and as you can see, I have got a lot of soap. Do you see how much soap I have?
Yeah.
Lots of soap. Okay. When we get to this point where they're starting to really stick together and pull apart, and you can still pull them apart, we're going to rinse them in hot water. Get the soap out of it, rinsed in hot water. Now, I have 5 sinks here, one in the men's room, one in the women's room. There's 2 in the kitchen and 1 in the utility room. You want to rinse them in as hot a water your hands can stand. So if you're burning your hands, don't do that. We don't need to do that. But you want hot water. Okay?
And that's making it shrink then.
That'll help make it shrink and pull it in. I'm going to go and do mine now.